Hey guys and girls, it's Stacey here with the channel update that I've been promising for a little while, but it had to be delayed until today for reasons that I'll get into in a minute. Basically, I'll front load with the impact on the channel so that you guys can, I don't know, maybe not everybody wants to hear about my life. So basically, things have been pretty hectic. I've been very sick, as well as moving house, and I'll explain a bit more about all of that in a minute. But the impact on the channel at the moment is I'm feeling better. So the videos we're going to keep to the current schedule of Stardew Valley and Planet Base. Planet Crafter. Planet Base is another game, which is also a cool game. If I see a third game that's cool, I might play it for the next 4 to 5 months. I've got a lot of free time. So yeah, I can maybe add a third game if I see something cool, or I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Don't know about streaming because, like I said, I have been quite sick, and whether or not I have the energy to sit through a couple of hours, we'll see. Maybe in a couple of weeks, we'll see. But there will be a very long break over Christmas because I will be out of action again. So what's actually happening? Well, as you all know, I've moved house. I'm very happy to be home. So I'm halfway across Australia from where I was. I was in Sydney. I'm now in Adelaide, which is a town that anybody outside of Australia will never have heard of. It's a much quieter lifestyle. It's kind of like a big country town. Like, it's got a population of, I don't know, somewhere like 1.6 million or something. But it's got the feel of living in a country town. You can get anywhere in 20 minutes, and all of my family's here. So it was pretty rough living in Sydney by ourselves. We didn't really have many family members over there last year, especially with COVID, with the Australian border restrictions, and I had something pretty traumatic happen, which was the subject of my last channel update, which I never actually mentioned. It's still pretty traumatic, so I'm still not I'm not going to go into too much detail, or maybe I will. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. But yeah, it's so nice to be home, and my mental health, my partner's mental health is just so much better. We're living with my in-laws for the moment because getting a rental is ridiculous in this market, so we'll have to see how long this works out for. But they have a very nice house with a separate sort of like kids wing, so I'm in my own part of the house, which is good, and good internet, good. There's a heater, which is really good right now, and I get fed, which is awesome. And they have a lady who comes in to clean their bathrooms and do the vacuuming, which is even better. My God, guys, if you ever get the chance to have somebody clean things for you, oh, it's heaven. So we'll be here as long as we can, I think. But yeah, the reason that I've been sick lately is that I'm actually gonna have a baby. And yeah, first trimester has been awful. We actually ended up in hospital because I was throwing up so much, and there's bleeding that they don't tell you that you can bleed. Like, you think, having a baby, like no more of any of that sort of thing, and apparently like 20% of women can have issues with that. And yeah, I haven't had to go to hospital for throwing up so much. So yeah, it's been awful, honestly. But hopefully it's getting better soon. So the reason I didn't tell you guys about this earlier was, it would have been easier if I could have just got on and said, hey, like, videos are a bit iffy because I have my head in the toilet like 24 hours a day. But last year, when I did my last channel update, when I said things were going wrong, I actually I had been pregnant then, and it died. And that was a pretty awful experience, especially during all the COVID lockdowns where my partner wasn't allowed to come into the appointment, and I had to go into hospital to have that dealt with. And the protocol at the time was basically just he had to throw me out the car door. I had to go in the hospital by myself. He wasn't allowed to come in. And I had to sit there for a few hours by myself, just like waiting to have an unexpected but much wanted child removed because it was dead. Yeah, and there wasn't a heap of aftercare either. So it was a bit traumatic, and I think that's one of the reasons that we're very glad to be home. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish it on the worst person in the world, honestly. So, yeah, yeah. But this one is fine. I just had a scan this morning, and it's very much alive still. So we've had the 12-week scan, which for those of you in the know, you know that's kind of the time when it's probably going to be okay. So I was very nervous this morning, but now I'm getting excited. It's very cool that it's still in there and still alive, unlike the last one. I clearly still have some like trauma to work through with that, but yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, obviously it is going to impact the channel. Being that we've just moved back home, like I was going to get a job, but nobody's going to hire somebody who's pregnant, especially because the work I'd be looking to do is quite physically active. So, it doesn't really work. So I'm going to be basically a lady of leisure for the next little while, which means, I do have some time to put into the channel and a few other little side projects, just personal ones that I'm working on. But of course, around Christmas, when the baby is born, I'm going to be away for a little bit because I don't know how it works. Having never had this happen before, I don't have any other children or anything like that, so this is all new, but I'm gonna guess that I'm gonna need a couple of weeks to just like deal with something screaming and crying and not sleeping. So so there'll be a long break around Christmas, I bet. But for the next couple of months, definitely gonna try and, at least keep the channel on the schedule as it is. Streaming, we'll see as I feel better. Maybe not. I don't know. That's very up in the air, but yeah. But if there are any cool games that come out or that have just come out that you guys want to point me at, I can't promise that I will play it. There's a lot of games that people point out to me that I just, or I'll play it for myself because I don't think it'll make good content or whatever. But I'm open to suggestions. So yeah. Anyway, so that's my life. That's what's going on. I hope everybody else is doing well, and hopefully, everything will just carry on good. And now I'm probably going to go and record Planet Crafter because I haven't done that yet, and this is going out on Monday, and that will be out tomorrow on Tuesday as per usual. And thanks for listening to my little ramble. I'll catch you guys in the Planet Crafter episode. Bye.